Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. On behalf of so many amazing people, welcome to the first inaugural Erinda Sheno Memorial Prize. My name is Matthew Palmer. Me and my friend James McQueen wrote the original song to be the voice for Vote That Jawn. And so that is my relation to the organization. I'm happy to see all of your wonderful faces. Thanks to our amazing keyboardist, Mr. Kenny Blake. Yes, you may clap. Amazing. To fill a room with beautiful music is a beautiful talent. He is a student here at Drexel. He is a member of the Jazzettes. And you can find a collaborative piece of music with him and a friend of his. It's called Intrepid Fox on Spotify. So if you're interested in doing that, come up to him at a later time and definitely get that socializing done. All right. Thank you for the partners for the Sheno Prize. Of course, Kelly Writer's House. They know how to throw an amazing party. Yes. Claps for such a beautiful space. Such a beautiful thing. There is dinner to follow, so something to smile about. They've provided us with audio, video, live stream, and there are student workers present. So it's great to get some work done while you're taking a break from getting work done. The Philadelphia Citizen, where the winner's pieces will be published on Thursday. So go out and get that. Of course, Penn's Creative Writing Program and Committee of 70, where Vote That Jawn will soon be housed, along with an excellent slate of education and curriculum offerings. All right. So we are grateful here to have the Sheno family with us. Erinda had a love of writing. She went to Benjamin Rush High School, but here at Penn and as an intern at the Philadelphia Citizen, the combination of those groups have agreed to let this prize go forward in her name. So this is our first experience. So I would like to request a round of applause for such a beautiful opportunity to honor such a beautiful person. We are also grateful to have Pulitzer Prize winner, political cartoonist Signe Wilkinson here to capture images in her signature style. Yes, you may clap. All right, so allow her to capture the beauty of the event and the honesty of the event. All right, we have these if necessary. And we want to acknowledge the generous review board. They took the time to read, reread, consider, and discuss all of the very exciting group essays. For high school, writer and proof Jamie Lee Jocelyn, novelist Tina Smith Brown, and journalist editor Leigh Jackson. All right. Okay, for the college, the journalist Jess Press, Vote That Jawn alums, fictional writer and PhD candidate Misha McDaniel, and journalist Sarah Ortiz Blaines. If you could stand up and accept our thanks. Are you in the building? Yes. Hello, hello. Thank you very much. Okay, so a little bit about Vote That Jawn. Vote That Jawn arose as an insistence of a creative writing class here at Penn. They were writing articles about keeping kids safe. Very important. When the Parkland shootings happened, and the speakers of the subsequent March for Our Lives urged 18-year-olds to register and vote. Voting in this young generation, they said, could make legislators value young people's voices on issues like the planet, guns, justice, and education. So that's our origin story. The heroes have been the young writers like Erinda, as well as designers, illustrators, translators, animation artists, and workshop leaders who have used arts and letters to tell the story that youth vote is not useless, but urgent. Not so what, but it could be considered dope, cool, grown as hell. I don't know if you guys are young enough to get how exciting that is. All right, so we're going to play a congratulation video featuring some of the Vote That Jawn alums. So join us in that.
Hi, my name is Shayla Street. I'm a former Vote That Jawn intern. Central High School class of 280 and a current member of West Point's class of 2025. And I'm just wanted to say congratulations to all of you on completing your writing journey. Writing is super important to me, and I'm super grateful to my experience with That Jawn, because as I was doing that work, I got to write more and understand why it matters to me. And I think writing really does that for all of us. It helps us contextualize what we're going through and reflect and take a moment to pause, understand ourselves, understand others, and connect, and stay grounded. And I think that's really important, especially with everything that's going on. So congratulations to you for taking the time to do that and doing that well.
Hello, my name is Sonali. I used to work with Professor Carrie Carson and That Jawn a few years back when I was at Penn. I wanted to say really big congratulations to the winners of the Sheno Prize. I used to work closely with Erinda Sheno, after whom the prize is named, when I was at Penn and with VTJ. She was a really, really wonderful colleague and a brilliant writer, a very powerful storyteller. And so this prize is really a testament to her legacy and her work, and her ability to narrate and write stories so beautifully. So congrats again to the winners, and for your work with That Jawn.
Hi, I'm Carson Eckerd. I'm the youth director of That Jawn. And from all of us at That Jawn, we wanted to say a massive congratulations to this year's winners and honorable mentions of the Sheno Prize. I've worked with That Jawn since I was a college student at Penn. And during that time, I got to know Erinda and know Erinda's writing. And this prize is a testament to her incredible work, her brilliant mind, her sharp wit, and her commitment to writing for justice. We're so proud of all of you, and we're so grateful for everyone who submitted their work. This prize is a testament to the power of youth voices in Philadelphia and beyond. And we're so grateful to each of you for taking the time to speak up on issues that matter and to do so with such clarity and timeliness. Thank you all so much, and congratulations to the winners. We hope that this will inspire you to continue writing and speaking up for what you believe in. Thanks so much.
That was amazing. Just to honor the people who are in the video and throw out some things that stood out to me. Pause, connect, stay grounded. Something that Sheila blessed us with, and Carson blessed us with. Writing is a testament to power of youth voices, right? That is why we're here today, to celebrate youth voices, to celebrate the youth, to celebrate the opportunity we have to write. Now, to our first winner, Miran Andreevsky, a student who helped organize students at Masterman. The article you're about to hear can serve as both a how-to as well as inspiration for other students and other schools here and across the country. Here to read Miran's piece, That Jawn's Isabel Engel.
Hi, I'm Isabel, and I was a Youth Vote Fellow for That Jawn, and I'm a senior here at Penn. So here is Miran's piece. My mother's friends are all immigrants from the former Soviet Union, a melting pot of Eastern European tied together by shared language in a new and unfamiliar country. She'd bring them over once a week and sit them on our overgrown porch, right under the window to my bedroom. I'd listen to them, drinking and ranting all night from there. For the American child, their words were jarring. These women were disillusioned and disinterested in voting. One felt that she didn't know enough, so she voted like her husband. Another didn't register at all, denouncing it as a complete scam. I spilled this knowledge to a close friend after weeks of thinking. We sat in the middle of the janitor's closet, globs of paint dropping from the stage crew brushes as we worked to wash them after a long afternoon of work. I expected shock, even judgment from him. He and his family were African American, and he was the first to tell me how important voting was after his ancestors had spent so long unable to. But he just looked away and muttered under his breath, a similar story to mine. I realized then, my hands covered in paint and my sleeves wet, that it was bigger than my family. This apathy cut across cultures, backgrounds, and generations. My friends told me similar stories with prompting. Dads who didn't vote, aunts who clicked by logo, dozens with no turnout. Even classmates of mine claimed to be too lazy to register, utterly nihilistic about their ballots. So when the opportunity for change came, I took it. I applied to my school votes as a voting ambassador for my community, desperate to do something after experiencing the lack of turnout firsthand as a poll worker. They paired me with a girl, a daughter of Chinese immigrants facing the same problems between family and friends. We wrote down our goals to emphasize the importance of voting to our communities. We became the heads of the Get Out the Vote Club with one other student at Masterman, responsible for the voter turnout in the school. First, we researched local elections, mail-in ballots, everything discussed in the weekly MSV meetings. And then we put ourselves to work. We spent hours planning information sessions and registering eligible citizens. We visited houses, bothered teachers, gave out informational sheets, and hunted down classmates. Through the help of our civics teacher, we created valuable opportunities and connections for classmates. We met with Involved at 17, a program offering paid poll work for students too young to vote and an early opportunity to practice civic engagement. We organized our school's role in a citywide student voting rally right before the recent election, a walkout to create a sense of camaraderie with other schools and to motivate students to truly participate in the election in any way they can. We emphasized community as well as individual voice, how voting connected the two directly. And right before the November 2024 general election, imagine our buzz as our school hit 100% registration.
That was cool. My school never hit 100% anything. Awesome. So here's a small excerpt from some VTJ music while the reader approached. Yeah. Thank you, Isabel. Things happen in real time. All right. Congratulations, Miran. Excellent organizing, clear, conscious writing. If you could, please come up and claim your $150 prize and a poster. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now, 2, anyone who is not registered to vote. Okay, I was looking for nervous faces. You can go right now to votethatjawn.com. Press the big pink button. It's at the top. You can register on your laptop, on your phone here in PA. There are some dates we want to remember. May 20th, 2025. It's the primary. That's very important. And then, of course, our November 4th general election. Also very important. All right. Here in Philly, ballots will include the DA and the judges if you care about local laws and sentencing things. You want to show up to those. And of course, follow Vote That Jawn for reminders. And you'll learn how to pick the people you do want as opposed to complaining about the ones you don't. All right. Now, from the world of many adults who care for and about your winners, entrants, Philly, and other youth, we have some more messages. So I'm going to turn your attention to this beautiful screen.
Hey everyone, it's me, Jacqueline Woodson. I know some of you are familiar with my books, my essays, my articles, whatever you've read. So you know I write a lot and I've always loved writing. I think it's so important to tell our stories, to keep a history of us alive through the written word. And I know y'all are out there writing essays now as part of That Jawn, and I am so proud of you. I know it's not always easy, but it's worth it. So get down, get writing, and love it. Love that you're making history by telling your stories through the essay form, and keep doing it. You're going to be rewriting, you're going to be asking yourself all kinds of questions, and you're going to be creating something that the world needs, because the world now more than ever needs your Philly voice in it. So write well and keep telling your stories. Take care.
Hi, James Imes here. I've been writing plays and telling stories since I was about 14 or 15 years old, and now I've built a career as a playwright. I have had plays at regional theaters, off-Broadway, Broadway. I've won a Pulitzer Prize, and all of this is because I believe so deeply in the power of stories. You are all storytellers, and I encourage you to tell your truth, be authentic in your writing. You can change the world with your words. Writing, for me, started out as a way for me to metabolize how I was feeling, what I was thinking, how I felt about the world, how I felt about politics. And now it has become this really powerful force for change in the world. I meet audiences that I never personally meet through my words, and there's nothing like it. It's a truly powerful and beautiful experience. So I encourage you to continue to write. You're all wonderful. Congratulations.
Hello, student writers. My name is Val Gay, and I have the privilege of serving as the City of Philadelphia's Chief Cultural Officer, where I get to oversee all of arts and culture in the City of Philadelphia, as well as serve as the Executive Director of Creative Philadelphia, the city's Office of Arts and Culture, where we support artists, we steward the amazing art that's all around the city, as well as making sure that artists, creatives get an opportunity to thrive economically in this city. I am thrilled that you have taken the leap to join the essay contest, and that you decided that your voice mattered and you had something to say. Please keep saying what you have to say. Please reach out to your peers, the people before you, the elders, if you will, as well as younger people. We need all of our voices together to move our society to become a more just society. And certainly that happens through voting. So I'm so excited that you are participating, and it doesn't matter how you get in, right? You could be writing about sewing and connect that to voting. You could be writing about music. I'm a musician, and connect that to voting. That's how I get through the world, is through music. It doesn't matter what it is that you are interested in. We need to hear your passion. We need to experience your voice. So I'm so glad that you have started here. Keep going. Whether you're a high school student or a college student, keep going. Keep sharing your voice. And thank you so much. Congratulations.
Me Too was just 2 words, 2 magic words that galvanized the world and helped millions find their power and realize their stories and voices can make change. That same power is in all of us and all of you. Voting is just one way to harness and use it to make change you want to see. Be sure to use it often.
I like the videos. They seem very inspirational. Is anybody here a writer, hobby, or for trade, or doodles? We are all very important pieces. Oh, amazing. So look forward to how those are going to come out. I'm excited. All right. So all of our video participants in the last video, we're talking about our winner in the college division, Olivia Loudon from Bryn Mawr College. Please come up. receive your prize and read us your piece.
May I just stand up and explain? She
Yes.
was stuck on the train. They said they had technical problems, and she said she is going to video conference, but I don't know if she can get it from the train.
Okay.
And I don't have, I was looking to see if I had her paper to read. I haven't found it on my phone yet.
All right, that's okay. Scepter strikes again if you. That's all
She was
right.
so excited to be part of this, and I am so excited to be here for her. And I know she has loved to write, and I am so proud of her. And like I said to her, you know, I have never been an activist in my 78 years until now, and now there's so much reason to. And I am so proud because she's doing it through writing and other ways. And I see all of you here, and what a wonderful group you are. And listening to the videos, I wish she had been able to hear those. Maybe she can find a copy or
Amazing.
something.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
teach it at least, because I think it is so encouraging. It makes me want to write. And
You
never too
should.
late. I haven't decided
Yes.
what I want to do when I grow up.
We have one. She's here. Awesome. You see how it works? Do you see how it works? Awesome. Hello, Olivia.
Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
No?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Olivia Loud. I'm currently stuck on a train. I don't know what the program is. So is this the part where I read?
This is the part where you read, right on time.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for helping me work this out.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. It just was a different time. God, that phrase has always irritated me. I've been interested in history for a long time, and I've heard that sentence a lot. Our founding fathers owned slaves. It was a different time. Women were considered the property of their husbands or fathers. It was a different time. The Reagan administration's unofficial policy was that AIDS was a divine punishment for homosexuality. It was a different time. I understand why people use that phrase. Most of the time, there's not a malicious intent behind it. It's just a way that people attempt to acknowledge injustice while attempting to understand the historical context they existed in. It's also a statement that history won't repeat itself, because now we know what happened was wrong. Things were bad, but now they're better. But this creates sort of a false separation between the past and the present. When we think of history, we often think of things that happened decades ago, if not centuries. We consider it to be something completely separate from us, but that's not true. Yesterday is technically history, the same way that tomorrow is technically the future. We may be different people in a different time from our ancestors, but the actions our ancestors took, circumstances we dealt with, all added up to place us where they are now. Just as we are capable of recognizing injustice done to us, so were they. The thing that really irritates me about the phrase, "it was a different time," is how dismissive it is. Laws like the Comstock Act or slavery were a statement against your humanity. They gave others permission to mistreat you based on, or even attack you on the grounds that you weren't fully human. It was a different time in the sense that we can't go back and save them. Sally Hemings spent her life in chains, abused by Thomas Jefferson, a man almost 4 times her age. She has just as much of a right to have her story told as he does. Don't we at least owe that to her, to everyone like her? If we brush aside the injustice they faced in their lives, it prevents us from seeing those patterns when they repeat themselves in the modern day. Yes, there was a different time in this country when desegregation, women's suffrage, and same-sex marriage was seen as the dangerously radical and unpopular ideas. There was even a time where the United States as an independent country from Britain was seen as dangerous and radical. It seems ridiculous. It's about hundreds of years on, it seems ridiculous that our right to self-determination, it was even up for debate. These ideas are about fighting for a more just future that you might not live to see. Eventually, hopefully, they're ideas of a better, kinder world that aren't radical at all anymore. They're not asked for, they're expected. So I want to introduce a new phrase, use of the phrase, "it's a different time." It is a different time, here and now. We owe it to ourselves, our communities, and our future generations to keep fighting for the rights to fair pay, free elections, civil rights, and bodily autonomy. It is a different time, so we have no right to ignore the tragedies of the past and deny victims posthumous justice and recognition. It is a different time, and we have the duty and ability to tell the stories of all past Americans, even when it exposes the ugly truths we'd like to avoid thinking about. It is a different time where power should be in the hands of the people and not with a small group of billionaires. Then, when we're long gone, our descendants can use the phrase, it was a different time about us. It was a different time when things were harder for a lot of people because of who they were or who they loved or where they came from. But then they leaned on each other until they created the world we have now. Erinda Sheno believed that now was a different time, and that's why she has such a powerful legacy for someone so young. We have a vital opportunity to learn from our elders who fought for gay rights, workers' rights, civil rights, and feminism, rights that we might not even think about in our daily lives. But we can only do that if we stop brushing off the past as a different time and understand that it is deeply affecting the world today. Let's make now a different time. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I'll write a little bit. That was extremely impressive, and I took notes. I've been taking notes all night. The note I took is writing gives you the ability to connect, feel, and understand. Right? You are not with us here.
No,
yet,
unfortunately, I'm still on the train.
We very much feel your energy and your presence, and I believe we all understood that now is a different time, right? The value of now. So thank you for that. I feel like that's a lesson I could use in my personal life. Hopefully it also reaches you all as well. Safe travels.
They said when they're gonna
Thank
let
you.
off.
Have you found out when you're going to be exiting the train or when they're going to be moving?
They have not given us any updates. They're still trying to figure out what exactly the problem is.
Ooh. Well, it's good that they couldn't stop you. I think that's important, right? Even though there's an issue, we still were able to connect. And we will be here awaiting your glorious arrival. You have gained a room full of fans, at least one. Thank you very much for sharing with us and making that possible.
Thank you.
Yeah, can we give a hand to Zach, our AV guy as well?
It's the first time I've seen that at an event, so I love it. I thought it was amazing.
Please travel safe. Thank you so much. And tell them we said hurry up.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm going to hop off the Zoom for now, but I'll send an update when
Yes.
the train keeps moving.
And we have your award with us, so it will be here when you get here.
Great. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You also have my grandmother with you.
Yes.
Hi, Amy.
She's amazing. She did an amazing intro to your read, so I think that was a good coordination.
All right.
All right.
See you there.
Thank you. Yes, appreciate you. Wow. Yeah, another round of applause is in order. I feel like that's... So, once again, I think it's impactful to see the impact that someone can have on people even when they're not close to us in proximity. So I hope that isn't lost on everyone, even though the technologied. We were saved by one form. So this event also celebrates students whose pieces earned honorable mention, right? Winning is subjective. Sometimes. But we all win when we write, in my opinion. So votethatjawn.com will be featuring work from Calvin Riggins from Lincoln High School and Jada Asamoah from UPenn. If they are here, could you please come up?
Did not see them all. Okay, so this is another energy transfer thing. We are clapping for them,
Even though they are not here. Jada is here. Well, come up. Be honored for your amazing work. Hello. Would you like to photo? No problem. Thank you. Awesome. So definitely go to votethatjawn.com. Check out the writing. If you're not an avid reader, small steps. Cool. All right. Thanks to all the entrants here and watching online. We are also live streamed, so I'm sure there are people who I can't see who can see how amazing this event is going so far. There were so many great pieces over the next couple months. Something like 20 of them will be published on votethatjawn.com. So to reiterate, read the wonderful works, and they might get picked up for publication elsewhere, because that's how publication works. Anyone who submitted, please stand and take a bow if you are here. If you are live stream, take a bow at home. No? Let's clap for them anyway, right? Even if they're not here. Perfect. There's such a strong pool of applicants, and there's so much power in the stories of this generation. All right, so we have a special thing. Here's what our Pennsylvania State Senator, Mr. Vincent Hughes, has to say about it.
Hey everybody, State Senator Vincent Hughes here. Whoa, congratulations to the winners, two of them, of the Vote That Jawn essay contest. Look, they tell me you're going to get some money. They tell me, probably more importantly, you're going to be published. To be able to say that you are a published author at this age, this stage of your career is really something very significant. So you run hard with that, but don't leave the money. You run hard with that winning and that publishing. We just really want to thank you. Really want to thank you for engaging your creative skills in messaging, not for yourself, but for the broader community, especially young people, on the importance of voting and being civically involved. And I tell you right now, if we're not getting the message from every part of the universe surrounding us that it's very important to be engaged and to be participating in what's happening in our world, and that we need to communicate that, and it's done through writing, through that creative spirit of writing. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And we want to support you going forward. But in the end, you're published. Congratulations. Vote That Jawn.
Hey, everyone.
So remember, we talked a little bit earlier about those elections. That's a senator. He was elected. People chose, right? So you also all have the right to exercise that choice. Exercise it. Cool. All right. So like Vincent Hughes says, the real prize for any writer is publication. But as a token of remembrance, we have also made Vote That Jawn size postcard flyers. You could use it as a bookmark. If you're not an avid reader, that's okay. You could use it as a coaster. If you're not a coffee person, if you drink tea like me and you don't like to put it down until it's done, you can just flip it on the back, turn it long side if you want, write something to a local senator or politician, anybody who holds public office, send something to your grandmother, write something for yourself for later. The important part is to write. So we have these for your enjoyment. And there's more. If you're already fired up to write a poem, perform some spoken word, design, or videotape, anything to bring youth to the polls, make sure you are on our list to receive an application for the Vote That Jawn Summer Jawn. It's a Vote That Jawn, but it's in summer. It is a 6-week paid internship for high school and college youth, art, activism, and you. Teachers and live stream viewers sign up on votethatjawn.com. Follow us on IG, that's Instagram, for April updates. As we had said at the very beginning of this movement, put that ballot in the box, not your mind. I wrote that a couple years ago. It's important, right? And then, of course, congratulations once again to our winners, to us for showing up to celebrate these winners, for you to have the ability and the choice to write, to vote, to live, us in remembrance. I hope that we all walk away from this space more apt to be excited to write, to connect with people, to share. Yeah? All right, thank you. So enjoy our music. Thank you very much to Kenny once again. Clap stem for amazing music. Thank you to Vote That Jawn. Thank you to Committee 70. Thank you to the Sheno family for allowing us to partake in your remembrance. All right. Everybody feel good? Look to the person next to you. Say, vote that Jawn. All right, good.
Yeah. Ha! Vote that.
Vote it.
Vote that.
Vote it.
Vote that.
Vote it. Hey. Vote it. Hey. Vote that Jawn. Would you vote that?
Vote that.
Vote that Jawn. Did you vote that?
Yup.
Vote that Jawn. You should vote that. Jawn. Vote that Jawn. Did you vote that?
Of course.
Vote that Jawn. Did you vote that?
Yup.
Vote that Jawn. Would you vote that?
Yup.
You should vote that. Jawn.
Jawn.
Don't be drunk. Vote that Jawn.
Hey.
Don't be drunk.
Hey.
Better vote that. Better vote that. Jawn.
Hey. Use your vocals, go in numbers. Your community will speak for you. Vote that Jawn lit. Just unify, no way that they can ignore you. Read the contents and they fine prints. Grab a monocle and be inclined with the sublimeness of the master of ceremonies. Drop a free game with the homies. Use your vocals, go in numbers. Your community will speak for you. Vote that Jawn lit. Just unify, no way that they can ignore you. When you hit that booth just to charge a vote, ain't no PS4, it ain't stand up, bro. Don't you hesitate, nor walk away with shame, cause you so spoken. It's the whole.
Vote that Jawn, don't be drawn, man. I know you got a voice, not really fond of what's going on, man. You know you got a choice, you promote that. Better vote that Jawn. You promote that Jawn. Better vote that Jawn.